If you feel like you've been haunted by social pressure and expectations, you're not alone. I'm Drew Stevens, founder of Beyond the Legacy, and this is my Monday reflection. Don't chase other people's timelines. For anyone in their 30s and above, when you self-reflect on your life, think back to your childhood, your teenage years, your early 20s. We were fearless. We thought we knew everything, and at times believed whatever we manifested for ourselves in our minds, it would play out in real life, exactly how we scripted it. Now, if you're currently a teenager or someone in your 20s listening to this audio reflection, stick around. What I'm about to share may be relatable to you in the present. At a young age, we're like sponges. We often imitate what we see. This could be a kid or a teenager going in their backyard or gym and imitating something their favorite professional athlete did. Present day, it could be someone doing the latest TikTok dance challenge, or recreating something funny you saw on TV, YouTube, or in the movies amongst your friends. I had this conversation the other night with a very close friend of mine. In our teenage years and early 20s, we often worried about other people's opinions. Broadly speaking, this can be anything from the clothes we wear, the friends we associate with, the people we date, the hobbies and activities we're involved in, the music we listen to, fitting in socially, the car we drive, or our very own self-image and physical attributes. In addition, there are next level things we plan on doing later on in life, like what college or university we plan on attending. On the flip side, you have others that might question, if college isn't for me, will I be judged by my friends and family for not receiving my college degree and just getting a job right out of high school? No matter your age, we are always learning something new every day. My best advice to anyone listening to this is to live for yourself. So what does that mean? It truly means staying true to who you are and your authentic self. It's being happy. It's trusting your instincts, even if you fail multiple times. It's controlling your narrative versus living someone else's. And it's living with no regrets. Throughout our lives, we are directly and indirectly influenced by society, family, friends, and beyond. In the end, you have to be at peace with the life you choose to live, because the other people influencing you aren't living it for you. It's easy to suggest or advise and tell someone to do this or do that. If the person isn't comfortable taking that leap of faith towards that path, you're just wasting your time and energy trying to force nature. For the people on social platforms, they see influencers making money off YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and various platforms for content they put out. These influencers often have large numbers of viewers and followers. People often see this and say, I want that success. I want instant gratification, and I want to be famous. The reality is, it takes hard work, dedication, and patience to build that following, nurture that community, and reach those levels of success. And then once you establish yourself, how do you sustain that level of success and eventually reinvent yourself? How many times have these scenarios happened in your life? My friend just got accepted to a college or university of their choice, so I guess I have to do the same thing or something similar, or else I'm a failure. My friend just got a really nice car, truck, or SUV, so maybe I should treat myself and do the same, even though I can't afford it right now. My friend and his wife just bought a house. Maybe I should reconsider the apartment I'm living in and upgrade my living, even though that space and a house would probably be more than what I need, and probably more than I can comfortably afford. Here we are at my best friend's wedding, or you start noticing the circle of friends around you are starting to settle down and get married. Does that mean you eventually have to settle down and get married? Does that mean you have to eventually start thinking about children? I've spoken to countless people over the years that rushed into marriage and eventually they got divorced. There are those that found themselves in committed relationships, but later admit that they rushed into it because of the outside pressures from society, family, or friends. Then there's those that fell in love with the concept of being in love, but ended up feeling empty inside when they finally established the relationship. It eventually netted with them not being in love with their partner and feeling trapped and possibly lonely. On the professional side of things, what if a few of your friends are making 6 figures in salary? Does that mean you're a failure if you're not achieving something similar? Or at that certain stage in your career where you have that fluffy title or something similar to your friends? To all the questions above, the answer is simply this: don't chase other people's timelines. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Don't chase other people's timelines. Stay authentic and live your best life. We all have monumental things we'll achieve in life. Some of it might not make sense at a young age. As time goes on, it will. As long as you keep moving forward and believe in yourself. Just because someone appears to be happy or successful from the outside looking in doesn't mean they are. Remember that. Just because someone appears to be happy or successful doesn't mean they are. You don't hear their private thoughts. You're not privy to their conversations behind closed doors. And you'll never know the pressures and stress they have from sustaining their lifestyle. Whether it's personally or professionally, focus on the people and things that bring you happiness. As they say, trust your instincts and trust your journey. When you get what you need, that's God's direction. When you don't get what you want, that's God's protection. I'm going to say that one more time to close. As they say, trust your instincts and trust your journey. When you get what you need, that's God's direction. When you don't get what you want, that's God's protection. If this reflection resonated with you, feel free to like, comment, and share on social. Never underestimate the power of sharing positive content across your community. You could be responsible for passing this reflection along to the right person at the right time when they need it the most. Be sure to follow us at BT Legacy 365 on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of my written content, reflections, and short stories can be found at beyondthelegacy.com.